Francis Fukuyama warned in The End of History that if men cannot struggle on behalf of a just cause, then they struggle for the sake of struggle, out of boredom, for they cannot imagine living in a world without struggle. And there's plenty of people willing to finance the struggle. PBD flagged the financial reason why the Ivies have gone so soft on Arab Spring break. They get half their money from donations and gifts, and a lot of that money pours in from the Mideast. We saw how Chinese money can massage a university's posture. Money talks in many different languages. Look around the campfire and see who's smiling while America burns. Cornell Law professor William Jacobson joins me now. So you went through a little bit. What's going on with you, Professor?
Yeah, well, when I spoke out against Black Lives Matter, I was targeted. But there's a much bigger problem now than the riots of 2020. We have on our campuses and in our cities a marriage between the extreme left that wants to tear us down, that hates the United States, is anti-American, anti-Western, anti-capitalist, and the Islamists who hate America, hate Israel. So everything you're seeing is really a social contagion. You have highly ideologically motivated leaders, organizers, and you have a bunch of students who, many of them, maybe not most, but many of them are going along because it's the thing to do. Hating Israel, hating the United States, chanting almost like cult-like phrases back and forth has captured a lot of the campuses. But this is a serious situation. It's the extreme left that wants to tear us down, almost Khmer Rouge, go back to year zero and start over, and the extreme Islamists who are worshiping Hamas who want to take us back to the 8th century. So this is really a wake-up call for this country, that what is happening now is not just a social contagion, it is extremely dangerous, and this marriage of the extreme left and the Islamists is not something that we've really seen before, and people need to recognize this is a serious situation.
So the Department of Justice tried to frame and concoct a connection between the right and Russia. Remember what they did there with Trump-Russia collusion? They did that fraudulently. There was never any connection between the right and Russia. Here, you have the radical left. There's a direct connection between Islamic forces. It's staring us right in the face. They're chanting it. They're financing it. They're encouraging it. How come the feds aren't looking at this the way they looked at the fake Trump-Russia collusion?
Yeah, that's a great question, because what we're seeing is right out in the open. They're not even trying to hide it. They're wearing Hamas headbands. They're praising Hamas. They are projecting on buildings, "Glory to the martyrs." They are chanting for an intifada, which was the bloody suicide bombing campaign that killed over 1,000 Israeli Jews. They chant "From the river to the sea" in English, but the Islamists who are chanting, when they chant it in Arabic, they chant "From the river to the sea, Palestine will be Arab." So you have manipulation going on here. You have students who want to just be part of the crowd, just like in prior experiences. But it's worse now because the people who are driving this and manipulating it and speaking on really as the mouthpieces of Hamas and of the Iranian regime have the worst intentions for our country.
Yeah,
I don't think it's any mistake.
They sure do. And if you're a Republican waving a Russian flag, chanting, praise Putin, oh, you're getting a knock on your door. These people, they don't mind. They let them do it all day. And it's just not right. There's a national security situation here. We got to look into it. Professor, thanks as always. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.